Love may fade, but ink remains. Welcome to Paila, broadcasting on Aagaman TV, Australia. I'm your host, Aliza, joined by our cameraman Sriram and the entire Paila crew. Today, we delve into the captivating world of the tattoos, exploring their ancient origin, modern trends, and the intricacies of getting a partner's name inked on your body. Tattoos have been an integral part of human culture for thousands of years, with evidence of tattooing dating back to ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece, and China. Many people believe that the tattoo should hold sentimental value, serving as a lasting reminder of a memory or experience that holds personal significance. Some individuals enjoy the experience of getting a tattoo, including the sensation of the needle and the creative process. Personally, I have tattooed on my body and hand, as you can see. While I'm unable to show you the one on my back, I assure you that I don't have anyone's name inked. It doesn't mean that I won't consider getting someone's name tattooed in the future. Who knows? If I feel strongly for someone, maybe I will get their name tattooed. Just kidding. On a lighter note, on one hand, I have tattoos Mama's little girl, and the other, I have a henna design. When I first got tattooed, I loved the experience and wanted more and more. I must admit, I even enjoyed the sensation of the needle and became somewhat addicted, to be honest. Well, in a world where love can be fleeting, one question remains: is tattooing your partner's name is a romantic gesture or a reckless mistake? Today, we are exploring the stories behind the tattoo, the love, the heartbreak, and the lessons learned. Getting a partner name tattooed on your body can be a romantic gesture, but it's essential to consider the potential implications on your relationship. Here are some points to ponder. Tattoos are permanent, and getting a partner's name tattooed can be a significant commitment. What if a relationship ends? What if the partner feels trapped or suffocated by the tattoo? What if you regret getting the tattoo? Will it affect your relationship or self-esteem? Now, let's hear from our audience. We will be sharing their experience, opinion, and stories about partner name tattoos. Stay tuned to Paila for more. Have you got a tattoo?
Yes, I do. Quite a few.
How many?
Full arms and legs everywhere. Yeah. Wow. So quite a few tattoos.
Do you think getting a partner name is a romantic gesture or a recipe for disaster?
Myself personally, I think it's a bit of both. It can be romantic, but it also can be a disaster if you do split up. But my point of view, you can always get it lasered off or covered up with a bigger tattoo. That's the way I feel about it.
What if the relationship ends? Would you regret getting the tattoo?
Yes, I would a little bit, definitely. But I'll be just straight into the laser removal or just get a bigger tattoo put over the top of it.
Have you or someone you know had to remove a tattoo of an ex-partner name? How was the experience?
I myself had some laser tattoo removal done. It wasn't that bad where I had it done on my body. It didn't hurt that much. Probably the tattoo hurt more than the laser. But it was a long process, about 8 months to remove it.
8 months?
Yeah.
Wow.
And cost-wise, it's a lot more. It's so expensive to get laser tattoo engines.
Yeah. It's very expensive, yeah?
It is, yes. $180 an hour.
Can a tattoo of a partner's name be seen as a sign of possessiveness or control? What do you think?
I think positives. I mean, you can't tell someone to do something and control them to do that. Some people can, but when it comes to tattooing, I hope they're smart enough to say no if they don't want to get it done. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever considered getting a tattoo? What design would you choose?
Well, I've got a couple. I've got an eagle, and I've got the number 8 because I was born the 8th month of the year, and then I got a tattoo of my mum as well, just for a bit of a dare. But yeah, I've always had considerations getting tattoos, but yeah, I think they're pretty cool. Makes everyone unique. So.
Nice. Do you think getting a partner name is a romantic gesture or a recipe for disaster?
I reckon it could be a recipe for disaster. Because it'll be hard to think if you ever separate from your partner and you've got her name or his name on your arm or somewhere on your body, and then you have to eventually get it off. So yeah, I think it could possibly be a recipe for disaster, but yeah, I think it won't be like great for the situation. I don't think so.
It depends on the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's different for everyone. And yeah, I think it could just be yeah, not great.
Have you or someone gotten a partner name tattoo? How did it work out?
Yes. So I do know someone, and they've got their partner name on their thigh, just above their knee, and yeah. So basically they were together for probably around 3 or 4 years, and then after that they end up splitting and like parting ways.
Yeah.
And he was thinking of getting like a tattoo, either on top or getting it removed, because he didn't think it was a great idea to have the name on top of his knee.
Yeah.
So yeah, he ended up getting like this massive knee tattoo, but I think it would be a bit better than just having the name on the knee. Just make it look a bit cooler.
Yeah.
And so just so you can move on and not have to share it to anyone else, I guess. But yeah, just so it's not really bad.
Do you think getting a partner name tattooed is a romantic gesture or a recipe for disaster?
Disaster.
Why do you think so?
Because if you break up, then you have that tattoo for you for the rest of your life. So yeah, no, that's a no-go for me.
That's a big no, right?
Definitely.
Have you or someone gotten a partner's name tattooed? How did it work out?
Not good. My father to the kids has got my name tattooed on him, and I told him he was stupid when he first done it. Because I don't agree, but you have to live with that for the rest of your life. It's on your skin, you can't remove it.
So are you guys together now?
No.
No.
But he still has my name on him.
Do you think it's worth the risk of potentially regretting the tattoo in the future?
I think that, anything that's kind of permanent or semi-permanent, I guess you can get it removed.
Yeah.
That would cost a lot of money, I think, or unnecessary expenditure of money. With clothing, you can choose it day to day, but a tattoo's, you can get them removed, but I mean, it seems like a lot of hassle that way as well. Your mind might change along the way about the tattoo you've tattooed. So yeah, I don't see it as worth.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. May I know your name, please?
My name is Ella.
Nice to meet you, Ella.
Nice to meet you too.
You look so gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
I really love your outfit.
Thank you very much. I love yours.
Thank you very much. Have you got a tattoo?
54 actually.
Oh, really? Can I see your tattoo?
Most of these are my own stick and pokes that I have done myself. I just got into it myself. I've saved a lot of money. Not having to get it
That
done.
means I need to come with you then.
Yeah.
To save my money.
By me.
Okay, nice. So is that all you have got, the tattoo?
This is annoying because all of them are here.
It's covered, right?
It's covered, unfortunately. I want to really, somehow show this one though.
Nice.
It's a very, I don't think anyone else would get that tattoo.
Do you think getting a partner's name is a romantic gesture or a recipe for disaster?
Recipe for disaster, don't do it, bitch. No.
Why? Are you so experienced or what?
Don't do it, queen. No, whoever you are, male, female, or whatever you identify as, don't attach to someone's name that much to get it permanently on you. Think about it a lot. I don't even think you should get married and get your partner's name tattooed on you. Anything can happen.
Have you or someone gotten a partner's name tattooed? How did it work out?
Quite a few, and same story every time, just regret. So I would, I've never really even considered it because I'm like, it must be regret at some point. And even if you do end up staying together, I don't know, it's not my kind of tattoo I'd get anyway.
What if the relationship ends? Would you regret getting the tattoo?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, definitely, but I've done tattoos on some of my exes that will have forever, therefore not mine. And I hope they can look at it and be like, that was a nice memory, instead of oh my god, I'm attached to it forever.
Have you or someone had to remove a tattoo of an ex partner name. So, how was the experience? Do you remember some incident?
Okay, so my older cousin had to get his ex removed,
Yeah.
and they had no black ink at the studio, and he was very much like, just get it off. So it's just kind of colours, and it still says her name.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't work out very well. But I don't know anyone that's got it like removed with the laser.
Yeah.
But God, I have this snake. I don't approve of this. I want that removed personally.
Yeah.
That's the only. I don't regret any of the other ones, but that snake, I don't know. I don't know about that snake, man.
Do you think getting a partner's name tattoo can put the pressure on the relationship?
Definitely so. Like, well, you know, once it's on there, you're looking at it all the time. I think it would definitely put some like psychological things on you of like, I must stay with this person, I'm attached to them, or even that you like got the tattoo is a pretty big deal, that you went through that process to get them embedded in you almost.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would definitely put pressure on it. I mean, I personally have never stupidly done it, but I don't. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea.
At last, what would you like to say?
At last, I'd just like to say that I am a rising rapper in the Hobart scene, and shall I spit a little bit?
Yeah.
So, a little bit of a taste of my rapping. This is called Alphabet Aerobics by Blackalicious. Artificial amateurs, unoriginal, amazing. Analytically, I solved and made things. Broken barriers, bound in, but a bombay. Villainies are breaking, basically, and bombarding. Casually, career catastrophes, casualties, cancelling, cascade, the canopies collapsing. Detonated, dominating, deadly, dough. Demonstrations done, data on down low.
Wow. I was like, wow.
But this has been such a beautiful experience. It was lovely to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you very much.
Lovely
Lovely
to
to
meet you,
meet
darling.
you. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How about yourself?
Very well, thank you. May I know your name, please?
My name is Morris, and I'm a tattoo artist at Tahiti Felix's Masters Tattoo.
Okay, nice to meet you. I've got my tattoo here.
Cool. What is it?
It's a henna design.
Nice.
Okay, I'll just ask you the couple of questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you think getting a partner's name is a romantic gesture or a recipe for disaster?
I believe it can go either way depending on the people themselves and the relationship. I've done a fair few partners' names tattoos, and I think generally if they've been married for a long time or they have a really sturdy, like solid relationship, it can be a really romantic gesture and be quite nice. But I've also covered up a few partners' names in it. If it does break up, it is a little bit of an awkward thing to deal with.
What's the most memorable partner name tattoo you have done, and what made it stand out?
The only one that comes to mind is the most recent one I did on one of my regular clients, and on his wrist, his partner's name, and it was a cool font that he wanted, and so that was fun.
So how was the experience?
It was good. I was doing some other tattoos on him, and at the end of the day, he was like, "Can you add this?" and wanted a cool font, and that was fun.
Do clients often come with a specific design in mind, or do they work with you to create one?
I think mostly the walk-in clients that we have through here have a pretty specific design in mind, and usually simpler, smaller stuff. But my personal clients that I take through my Instagram, I usually spend a bit of time working with them to create something that we both really like, and especially the larger scale work I'll usually have a consult with that client and draw on their body and stuff to fit it to shape them and make sure they're really happy with how the result turns out.
What advice would you give to someone considering getting a partner's name tattoo to minimize potential regret? Just an advice, please.
Make sure that you've been with that person for a long time, and you're really sure about the relationship and you're happy with the relationship.
Yeah.
And if you're not at all, and if you're second guessing it at all, don't do it.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I'd probably recommend getting it fairly small and not super dark, so just in case it does go south, it is easier for someone else to cover up.
What's the most important thing you want client to consider before getting a partner's name tattoo?
I think it's really important to consider whether or not you're doing this because you really love your partner and you plan to be with them long term, or if you're just doing it to show your partner that you love them. And I think that if you're doing it for show, there's potential that it might not be so deeply thought about.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's been something that you've been wanting to do for a long time and, you're really sure about it, then that's fine enough.
How do you ensure that the tattoo will be a lasting positive reminder of their partner?
I think, to be honest, if the partner comes in with them to get the tattoo done, can be quite a fun experience, like having both of them there. And then when they look at that tattoo, they can remember the experience that they had together getting it. But yeah, again, just the relationship being good and them both being sure about it always helps with the experience. One thing to add, I think, is I would generally recommend getting a picture of something that reminds you of your partner rather than your partner's name. I think, like, say your partner really likes seahorses or something, maybe getting a seahorse tattoo rather than their name, because then if it does go south eventually, like, then you just have a cool seahorse tattoo rather than someone's name, and it's something you don't have to cover up. I think it's just a thing to consider. There are other ways to do special things for the people that you love without being so bound by something so specific as their name.
Getting a partner's name trapped can have both positive and negative impacts on a relationship. On the positive side, it can be a romantic gesture that strengthens the bonds between the partners. It can serve as a symbol of commitment and love. However, there are also potential drawbacks. It can create a pressure and expectations in the relationship. It can lead to a feeling of suffocations or trappedness. It can be a source of regret or resentment if the relationship ends. Getting a tattoo, especially one with a partner's name, require careful considerations. While it can be a romantic gesture, it's essential to weigh the potential risks and implications on your relationship. Ultimately, whether getting a partner's name tattooed is worth the risk depends on individual circumstances and priorities. It's crucial to have open and honest communication with your partner and to consider the potential consequences before making the decision. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the tattoos and relationship. Remember, prioritizing open communications and careful consideration is vital before making any significant decision. That's all for today. I'm your host Eliza alongside cameraman Sriram and the entire Paila crew. Until next time, stay connected and keep exploring.
Purple haze is in my brain, making things I can't explain, acting funny, don't know why.